Hello everyone and welcome back to another video, and today I am going to be discussing what is the worst dinosaur in Path of Titans. Now, if you are new here and you want to see more of my content, make sure to like and subscribe, and yeah, onto the video. So, the worst dinosaur in Path of Titans, this is going to be a bit hard to do, but I will get a definite answer of what it actually is. So, first of all, this video will not be including mods, since those are incredibly touchy, very opinionated, and yeah, it would be impossible. And secondly, I'll be basing the worst dinosaur from its abilities, uses, and how good it is on its own and packed with itself, not mix packing, because again, just like the modding, it would be way too long and complicated. Anyway, with that out of the way, may I introduce the first contender? Picno, or Picnonomosaurus is the full name. So, why is Picno on this list? Well, it kinda sucks. Picno is one of those dinosaurs which it's a very weird thing in how you play it. It's a giant Carno, and you'd expect it to play it like a charge type gameplay, similar to how Sarko would lunge in with a heavy attack and then quickly dip out. Similar to that, except no charge bite and only on land, no water involved. However, Picno isn't very good at that, and it also likes to show it. It's a bit of a hybrid dinosaur, not like the Indominus, not like the Indoraptor, and not like the Scorpius Rex. It's like none of those. Not an actual hybrid, but it is a hybrid in terms of its build. It has a mix of a charger playstyle and also a brawler playstyle. Two completely opposite different things, and yet it's trying to make them both work. Picno, it's got the heavy head slam and the charge run and the juke, perfect for the charged gameplay, but then it also comes with a few quick attacks and the ability to lower recoil damage and like increased defense on the first hits or so. It's definitely a weird mix of a dinosaur, and the problem is it does neither of these things well. Sarcosuchus was always the better in and out dinosaur, or not dinosaur, but playable. And then the better ones for brawling are like Dasp and Allosaurus, especially Allo. Picno is just not good at either of these things, and it kind of sucks because of it. Picno I will see lose nearly every fight they try, unless they're in a group. Like I said at the start, I'm going to be comparing these dinos solo and in groups of their own. Again, no mixed packing. And Picno in groups, I'd say is scary, but I'm more frightened of 2 Allos than 3 Picnos, or 2 Dasps, simply because I know I can beat at least 2 of the Picnos, like if I'm an Apex or something, because they're just not very good. They're really not. The damage, pretty low. The speed is good, the stamina's good, but their damage, not very good. Knockback, quite good, and then they just die super quick. Once those 5 hits have been done, and they start taking damage massively. And it sucks, because Picno's, like, it's a really cool dinosaur, you know? It's like a Carno, but in real life, nothing like a Carno, but in the game, it's like a Carno, and oh, they tried to make Carnotaurus but big, and I don't know, it just fails. Picno, it doesn't have a good way of playing itself. You know, it's not like it has a definition of how you should play it, and I think because of that, it sucks. Anyway, with Picno out the way with, on to the next dinosaur.
It ain't my fault he ran right in front of my truck.
And for second place out of these 3 is Metri. Now, I know a lot of people here will like Metri. You know, Metri's one of those dinosaurs, it's cool, people like it. But again, just like Picno, it sucks. It's not very good, but in a worse way than Picno. More so because Metri's only way of playing is relying on its heal call. Like, that is it. The heal call and the damage debuff call, they make Metri able to kill anything, really. Because the basic attacks it has of a bite, a claw, and a tail, no reach, no heavy attacks, no nothing, it just has those. They share cooldowns too. It's just not very good. It really isn't. I'm not even sure if Metri does any bleed, like any of its own bleed. And speaking of bleed, let's talk about how bleed completely destroys Metri's entire livelihood. Like we have Lambio, you know? Lambio, even if it has bleed, it can still do other things to get around that. But because Metri is so reliant on its heal call, the bleed kills it. It cannot heal itself or its group mates if they're bleeding. And what Alderon likes to have done recently, they've done a bit of a funny, a bit of a silly haha. They've given loads of things bleed in the recent updates with their TLCs or just game changes, like stat changes. They have given Deinosaurus bleed, Styracosaurus does more bleed. It's just wild. I think even Alberta Ceratops might do bleed. I'm not 100% sure, but I know it does. Or no, I think it does, not no. But even so, the fact that more and more things are doing bleed and they're getting more of the bleed, Metri just kinda sucks. As well as not having any solo sense, except for the one that gets more stamina at nighttime. Boring. It has no group buffs, and its only hide option literally just makes it have reflective poison. Which, if you guys didn't know what poison is, it's like venom, but even more useless. Venom slows your stamina regen. Poison slows your health regen. Ooh, so when your opponent's finished murdering you and ripping out your throat and your lungs, and your organs, they take like an extra 2 seconds to heal. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah. Oh god, poor Metro. I feel so bad for this thing. It's just been decimated. Like I remember when Metro was a 2 slot, had bleed on its claw. You could do a lot of things with Metri. Like I remember me and another Metri, we was just killing things. This is the only time I mention modest things, but we was killing an Argent with Metris with the bleed on the claw. It was fantastic. And now it sucks. It's a 3 slot. It can't even compete with Styraco or Serato, and those are 2 slots, man. 2 slots, and they shred it. I don't know. I don't know what Alderon's gonna do with Metri, but it's not getting a TLC anytime soon, and I don't know what they can possibly do for it. It needs new abilities. It needs some way of dealing more damage, because sure, in a mega pack or a mix pack, this thing's great. You know, it can heal you when you're finished fighting to go do it again. But I'm not including those. And you know, Metris on their own, awful. In a group, they're okay. They can kind of kill stuff, but they're not scary. They're really not scary. There is no reason to be threatened by Metri. It just it's not very good. And for that, it is number 2. However, Metri has got multiple redeeming factors. This next dinosaur only has one, and it's not a good one. Aloramus. Now, this was obviously going to be in this video. It's I'm not going to say it sucks, because that would be complimenting it. Aloramus has little to no purpose in Path of Titans. As a quick 2 slot, maybe, but we have Raptors that do its job far better. As a strong 2 slot, no! Ceratosaurus kind of exists, and so does Concavenator. And then if we want to talk about herbivores, Styracosaurus decimates it. There's just no place for Aloramus in the game. It is basically the Struthiomimus of carnivores. Or actually, no, more so Camptosaurus, providing a small bonus to the group it's with. Camptosaurus obviously can give like more damage to the first attack in combat. Aloramus has one for all, so you know if it's grouped with other things its size, yeah, it can give them a bit more of a damage buff. But other than that, it serves no purpose. It has got a bite and a tail attack. Nothing else. It literally has got nothing else that will benefit it, except for maybe the hide that lets it bleed less. But other than that, nah, Aloramus kinda it's over. It's kind of over for Aloramus. However, saying that, it is, in my opinion, still kind of okay, but it just sucks. I know I wasn't gonna say it sucks, but it does. That's all I can think of. It is just the disappointment of the Tyrannosaurids. It's not good. You know, it's trying to compete with Dasp and T-Rex as a Tyrannosaurid, but Alioramus is just out here like, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing, and then it does it poorly. Oh god, poor Alio. Now, I will say, because this update, there was 5 dinosaurs which got huge stat changes and changes in their builds and abilities and such, and that's because they're getting TLCs. Aloramus is one of those. It's Sarco, Allosaurus, Aloramus, Megalania, and Thalasmadronius. Those are the 5, and Alio luckily is a part of that group, which means, hopefully, hopefully, it will get a TLC which improves it and makes it worth using. Because currently, even a full group of Alioramuses, they're probably not as threatening as a group of Deinonychus or Latins. You can have more of the raptors, they can pounce, they can cycle it, they can do bleed. Like, they just outclass it in nearly every way. And it sucks even harder for Alio because it is a single diet carnivore. It can only eat fresh meat, which means it has to kill someone, or a baby, or a critter to live. And usually it is the last option that is always going to be the easiest and most of the time only option for Alioramus. Like, even a baby T-Rex might pose a threat to Alio, and that sucks. It really does, because Alio is a cool thing. It's cool, but yeah, just the way it is in game, it sucks. But anyway, that is probably gonna end this video. But actually, before I end this video, I do want to just quickly say, not Alioramus, Alderon Games. This is their game. You know, they can make it however they want. That's up to them. I'm not sending any hate their way. This is just a fun video I had. I wanted to make this for a while because it's just funny. It's funny how some things kind of just lack in terms of potential and strength. But yes, don't go sending any hate to Alderon Games. I probably don't need to say that because you guys love their game, obviously, if you're playing it. But anyway, yes. So, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and also leave a comment. You know, did I miss any dinosaurs out? Are there anything you think shouldn't have been in this video? Am I wrong about something? Because I know a lot of you buggers like to correct me. But that's fine. That's fine. Improvement. Anyway, yes. So leave a comment down below for that, and also check the description for my Discord. I will probably be in there doing some stupid things. And yeah, have a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves, and goodbye.